All right, where are we? What are we doing? What are we doing? I think I'm going to play some Tour 10 today. We'll see. We'll see if I can play some Tour 10 today, if I can remember. If I can remember how to play. The whole deal is that I'm only playing a few hours each week, and trying to remember the adjustments to make on the shootouts is what the killer is. There's still a couple of these holes that I'm having issues with the drives. 1.2 times 13.6 divided by 1.3 per ring. Only 12.55 rings. There's 10. Close enough. Pop it out there and see what I can do. I'm almost thinking that I'm hitting it too far, that where I should be trying to go on this hole. If you get all the way down there, if you got a tailwind and you can get all the way down here to the end, it's not bad. But I actually think I should be hitting to right in this area, right. Quit moving around right there, because that gives you a straighter up shot to the cup, and you don't have to do so much curl in order to bring it around, and not trying to get so much distance. And they must have a power 5 ball. Power 4 ball with topspin boost. I'll forfeit this just to get one of those balls. Come on. I'm just fully amazed at how many games I play where people have special balls. That's all they use. That's it. By the looks of their banners, they don't play in a lot of tournaments, so they're buying balls just for one-on-one play. But it just seems like a waste. Well, they might be able to make it from there. They got lucky. They rolled out of that sand. They got lucky. All right. 1.1 times 9 divided by 1.4 per ring. 707. We'll say 7-1. There's 5, 6, 7, 1, and that puts me a little bit in the power. Hit a one ring great to the right, left, yo left, my other right. Not enough curl. I actually didn't think I needed that much curl. Evidently I did. Evidently. My opponent will be on, so I have to make this shot from the rough. I have to. And only I could miss that putt, so it's pretty assured if my opponent's on. Only I could miss that. $70 rings great to the right. Does not get in the hole. I lose my first one out. Look at that. What a loser. I guess the special ball helped them. All right, down one. That is not the way to start a video. And I hate losing out on the course. I don't mind losing in shootouts, but I hate losing out on the course. And that was just a piss poor second shot. Piss poor. Piss poor. Let's see if they'll rematch me. Yeah, they don't want to rematch. Nobody wants to rematch. I hardly ever get anybody that wants to rematch. Hardly ever. Hey, get over there. Either they don't have empty slots and they're just doing them one at a time, or they nobody wants. They're so the muscle memory is just to hit exit and go back through the rigmarole every single time. I did like it a lot when you could rematch over and over and over and over and over again. Times the win divided by 1.3. I'm going to do a 20% on the drive. 20. I think we'll see. For me, that would have been 10 rings. That should be fine. Nope. I think can you make it from there? No, you cannot make it from there. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's bad. Bad, bro. Bad. It's about 2.5. 4.5 rings at 12.7 is 11.72 rings. There's 10. There's 11.72. Max curl. One ring right to the left. And I don't think that'll kill me. It's all about distance down here. Don't roll off! I did 3 topspin on this shot yesterday, and I rolled off. But you can recover down there if you got a Nirvana. And the wind's blowing right. This wind is definitely not blowing right to recover. The whole goal is to try and get yourself so you got a pocket right here so that you can take that shot. But with a 10-mile-an-hour headwind, for me it's going to be a 12-mile-an-hour headwind, or close to it. Close to it. 11.3 divided by 1.4. 8.87 rings. Get lined up. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hitting it perfect. I give myself a long putt. For me, that's a long putt. Not being the best putter in the game. I see they got a contract with Ford, so all of their signs say Ford. It makes me not want to buy a Ford. I'm really surprised that they haven't put signs up there in that rough area right back here, right back in this area right here, this area, to block our shots coming up to the green. It's an oversight on their part. Somebody who got their gold star on there for coming up with the signs is getting a little tarnish on it. If they were going to hit it great one way or the other, that was the side. That was. Now, let's not count our chickens until they hatch. Yep. Yep. That's what I'm talking about right there. Gotta miss at least one putt every day. Otherwise, the world would not be right. No, I'm not worried. I'm not afraid of shootouts. But I would have liked to have won that right there. Just saying. Excuse me. Good luck to you too, bro. Good luck. Maybe. Say get in the hole. Good luck. Good luck. I hate this one. I hate this shootout. I do. 0.3 times 14.2 divided by 1.3. $14.2 rings. Jeez. Here's 10. Eking it. One ring great to the left. Stop. That is a losing shot right there. I was aiming straight towards the cup, but it seemed like everything was getting pushed off to the right. Either I wasn't pulling enough, but with this slope that's on here, everything's rolling back down to the cup. So I've been trying to use that slope a little bit more and starting off on the left-hand side. $11.9. Be 11.9 rings. Let's see how many rings they move it. And they only moved it. So they're going to use that. They're going to end up catching that slope, and it'll bring it back down to the cup for sure. That'll be nice. Very nice. Maybe. 8.3. Wow, I can't believe I won that. Unbelievable. Good game. Let's play again. Getting a gold chest. Getting a gold. No dice. I got up to Masters 3, but geez, in order to get into the top, in order to get in where you can stay in Masters 3, you gotta be playing upper tours, higher than what I'm playing. You got to play a lot more. You can't play 3 hours a week and expect to maintain. So I may be doing this bouncing back and forth where I'm in Masters 2, stay in Masters 2, go up to Masters 3, bounce back to Masters 2. You don't have to win a lot in Masters 2 in order to go up or to stay. The Amy Cliffs. This is a wicked freaking hole. I screwed up big time last time we played this. 0.2 times 7.2 divided by 1.3. 6.64 rings. There's 5, 6, 6, 4. Isn't it perfect? Perfecto. need to get up to the top of that plateau. Ideally, you want to get in the shadows, but getting up to the top of the plateau is definitely will definitely help you. A bigger ball will definitely help you from there too. On some days, especially side wind days, a bigger ball can really kind of help you. I like it when my opponents go over to that side right there, because 50% of the time they end up in the drink, and 50% of the time they're okay. And if you're okay, you're really okay. You got a really good shot. Even if it's a headwind, you can still get over to the other side. And why would they do max overpower with a Titan, and I got all the way up there with a freaking Quasar with no overpower? In most cases, especially if it's a headwind day, it's not going to matter. No, there you go. There you go. That's what they were trying to do. And now I get it. Now I understand. Nice. That shot works. They're in the catbird seat right there, unless we have a good wind. Now if I can catch that rough, I might be okay. Oh, I missed the rough. I missed the rough entirely. The most important part of a rough bump is hitting the rough. That's 2 times in a row on this hole that the last time I actually put so much curl on it, I could have just hit it straight, but I put so much curl on it that I hit the cliff right at the very beginning and bounced me into the water. And there I did not take out enough wind. 1.2 times 7 divided by 1.4. I should have did that 6 rings, and I think I only did like 3 or 4. I got to get used to my Cataclysm. I finally got my Cataclysm upgraded, and now the numbers changed. It went from 1.8 to 1.4 per ring at max, and that's bad. So 1.1 times 9.8 divided by 1.4 is 7.7 rings. There's 5. 7. Let's see if I can just get over and in the rough. I would have been okay with that on the first shot. Putt the ball away. Is this win one or lose one? Win one, lose one, win one. Let's get back on the win one. Good game, my man. Good game. Jeez, I lost 2 out on the course. That really sucks. That really sucks. Nobody wants to replay. No replays here. No. I just do not understand the whole Golf Clash community. Number one, nobody wants to practice during practice. Everybody wants to pay their practice token and then go out there and act like it's one-on-one and they're going to win a Tour 75 chest. It's got 7,000 club cards in it. They've all bought into the whole, I don't know how Playdemic sold everybody on that, but I guess that's the deal. I think if they were going to hit it great, that might have been the side to hit it on. Now I'm curious to see if that sign's in their way, because I think it is. So they're in a pretty good spot. In the fairway. In the fairway. Not in the rough. In the fairway. Gave themselves a pretty decent area there. 14.7 divided by 1.3. 13.56 rings. 13.56. There's 10. There's 13.56. And that puts me 3 rings into power. One ring great to the right. That might hurt me. Maybe. That area down there, that landing area, has got hillsides in it. And so if you're a little forward and you're in a flat area and you hit, your line can be right, but if you're hitting in the wrong spot of the course, it can force your ball off in different directions. And they're behind the sign. They're in a really good spot, and they're behind the sign. Because some dickweed from Playdemic went, wow, wouldn't it be cool to put signs out there right in the middle of our players' playing area? Like, not just put out signs, but put signs right where people are going to play. Like, they hit the perfect shot, but wouldn't it be nice if we could block that perfect shot by putting a sign out there? Like, that would be so sweet. Because why would we not want to do that? Times 7.1 divided by 1.4. 6.5 rings. I don't think I have 6.5 rings of movement here. There's 5, 6.5. That puts me a ring and a half into power. And a 2-ring great to the left. That'll clip me in the rough on the other side. Ooh, just missed it. Just missed it. Those signs are such BS. Even these signs that are right here on this side of the green, if you hit over, there's a fairway over there that you can hit to and have a shot at the green, and you can do a rough bump coming in. If you can get to the right spot, you actually have a pretty good rough bump. But they put those signs right where we do a rough bump. So you tell me that they didn't just put signs out here. They strategically put signs out here to screw people's shots up. So, like, the game is you guys treated the game like a farce. I mean, we know it's a game. But then you turned around and then you're like, you delegitimized whatever. They delegitimized the game when they came out with the precision balls. There is a document online you can look for the monetization of Golf Clash, and it talks about when Golf Clash first came out, like what their goals were, and they wanted to legitimize the game where it was actually not necessarily televised on TV, but they wanted to actually have where the weekend rounds where they could really try and take the top 100 players and put them in a bracket and really try and promote that. And they delegitimized that when they came out with the precision balls, but then they totally delegitimized the entire game when they came out with the signs. I mean, I'm not sure what bright boy came up with the idea or pitched the idea originally. What surprises me about that whole deal is any of you that work in corporate environments, you know how it works. You come up with an idea. You don't just go sit at your desk and go, wow, this is a great idea, and then you implement it. No, you got to go to your manager, and then your manager goes to the management team, and then the management team goes to the board, and there's meetings, and there's the lawyers that are involved, and we got to go through all these little hoops, and not at one point did anybody go, this is a bad fucking idea. Everybody was just like bought onto it. So like they were all drinking the Kool-Aid. Not one person stuck their hand up and went, wow, this is really bad. This is stupid. Make me waste some time here. No, I got plenty of time. I actually should just buy some. Now, my opponent could get a leg up on me here. 1.2 times 13.6 divided by 1.3. I do all those numbers. I say them out loud just for Dale Appleby, because Dale Appleby loves it when I say numbers, because he's using an Apple device, a little bus. 10, 11, 12, 5. And when you do that, if they've got their voice stuff, anytime it hears a number, it does. I'm not exactly sure what it does, because I don't use Apples. That was a little too much. My opponent does have a leg up on me if they bring out a bigger ball, because they can go to that center island and try and get on one. And what's dangerous about this is when you're having to pull over, look at how much that cliff is distorting the ring. So like, what is 11.6? 11.6 would be your ball's in the water, but it's not going to hit that way. Yeah. So they're taking a big risk here, but if it pays off, I think that's going to be I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Hit it perfect. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see it, Lunger. Into rough. $12.7 divided by, where am I at in my club? There's max, there's mid, so I'm in mid club. 4 per ring. 4.12 rings. Just a titch of backspin. 4.12. There's 4.12 exactly. And a 75 ring grate to the right. I'm surprised my opponent didn't end up in the drink. That's a difficult shot when you got to pull that many rings over the water and down that cliff face to even get over. Let's see what they do here. If they hit it perfect, I think they got a good shot. They got a good shot if they hit it perfect. Or a 1 ring grate to the left might be good too. That might be good. It's going to be close. I think that is good. Close. Close. Man, I thought that was going in there for a second. It had the look. I was trying to give him the camera angle. All right, going to a shootout. I'm still just amazed. Like every single time I shoot these videos, I'm constantly amazed about Playdemic's hatred for its player base. The 12-mile-an-hour headwind, and then 5 minutes later, the 12-mile-an-hour tailwind, and the putting the signs out in our way. The 27 times of swirling the cup, and then it pops out. $7.3 divided by 1.8. It's $5.27. 527. Here's 527. Ah. I would have liked to have hit that perfect. It would have been, I still would have been long, but it would have been at least on track. I should have done this rough bump over here with the way the wind was blowing. I'm still trying to work out the wind adjustment here, because if you're shooting to the rough bump on the right hand side, you really need to know what the wind adjustment is. The one on the left is a little bit bigger rough area, so it's not as crucial, but let's see what my opponent can do. I'm for 100% sure that they're going to be closer. Faux show. Good game. Good game. Good game, my man. See if they'll replay. See if they'll replay. You want a rematch? Hell no, we don't want a rematch. Nobody wants to rematch. Here we go. How much time we got? Oh shit, we've only been playing for 31 minutes and we already got like 6 games in, so we're flying. Brandon goes first. A Power 5 ball? Power 5, of course. Why wouldn't they play with a special ball? Hello, McFly. Yeah, do they play in a lot of tournaments? Yeah, they don't play in a lot of tournaments, so they don't care about ball. They buy the balls so that they can come out here in a one-on-one and win something. I don't know. What are we winning? Winning chests? It's not about the cash flow. It can't be. And they've won over $1 billion and they're playing in Tour 10, so it's not about the cash flow. I'm going to put my white ring off of this rough that's over here on the left hand side. 1.1 times 9.5 divided by 1.3. It's 8.03 rings. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 03, 8, 1, somewhere in that neighborhood. That way I can do max curl. And really throw the ball out there. If you try and stay in the center of the fairway, you don't have to do the max curl, but with the max curl, it seems like you get a little bit more whip when the ball hits. And on that side over there, the course is like this where it's coming down, and so if you can hit this with a little bit of that whip, it'll throw you forward just a little bit more. Whereas if you try and hit it straight, you may not need to use as much curl. But I think you get more distance if you're using the hillside, and if you've got a little bit of that kind of motion going on it, you're already going to the right, it kind of throws it a little bit more to the right, and you can pick up a little bit more yardage. I have no idea what the adjustment is on this. It seemed like there is definitely an adjustment. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Kmart sucks. 12.2 divided by 1.4. All right. There's 10. 12.4. Hitting it perfect. The wind was kind of blowing with me, so if I make a huge mistake here, didn't pull it enough. Didn't pull it enough. I did a 40%, which would just be the wind, whatever the wind was, and I still didn't do enough. Good game, my man, good game. They got a little lucky. I got a little unlucky. I wouldn't say unlucky, I just didn't get as lucky as they did. Come on. 7, 1008, 1009, 1010. If I replay and they sit there like that, I usually only give them 10 seconds and then I move on, because sometimes they'll be dicks about it and sit there forever. And then I get to be a dick back at them, because if it says play and then they hit replay, then it'll go through and then it'll spin for a bit, and then it'll show them that your opponent already left, and it'll waste some of their time, so I get back at them. Really kind of still irritated about losing the ones at the beginning where I lost out on the course. You can't really do much about it when somebody makes an albie like that. I mean, but when you make a mistake and that's how they kick your butt, that's big. And the wind carries a mile here. They actually, with that wind, if they tried to get over to this area, I think they can make that. It looks like with an APOC, it's APOC 6, it's what, 1.5, 7, 5, 6, 7.5 for the ring set, and it's only a 6.5 mile an hour wind. I think they'd still make it. We'll see. We'll see. They're going to make it by a mile. Wow, they didn't. Well, they set that up bad. I don't know what the hell they were doing on that. They were trying to hit on this little island. Let's see if I can hit the... They gave me a free shot here, so... Woo down! Woo! Whoa down, Cat Daddy. And they're definitely not making it over this time. Their best bet here is to go over into this area. The only reason I did what I did is because we had a tailwind. Normally I bounce off of this island and just try and bleed it up into here and just take the straight up shot to the cup. It's not a really good shot to the cup because of the way that the green is, the terrain on the green. The green's like this with the pin in this spot, and so there's a lot of movement on the green. It's hard to make this shot from distance when you're in this angle. If you were out here, you actually have a better shot at it. Like where I'm at in the rough right there, I'm going to have a better shot at the cup than I would if I was just hitting it straight forward. Would have been nice to be in the fairway though, but I can take this. I can make this if I hit it perfect. Let's see where I'm at. There's max, there's mid, there's quarter. So it's 15.3 divided by 16. It's about a ring. It's about a ring. About pert near. Oh, my timing's just that little teeny bit off today. And like so many of these holes, they went back through and they put the freaking pins on a mound, and it's really hard. Your speed's got to be absolutely perfect, or it'll break right at the very end. That was their fix. The people making them from distance is putting those mounds on there. That's another gold star that somebody got. About minimum grizzly. There might be a sticky spot out there. Yeah, I always love it when people, at least they went back and looked at it again, but I always am amazed when people line their shot up and then go to make the move and then turn around and then adjust their spin, and then they didn't even look to see what that spin did. Out of time. They had it. Jeez, dude, all you had to do is hit it over there. All you had to do was hit it and just get it on the green, make your putt, and we went to a shootout. What were you thinking? Why did you waste so much time trying to set the shot up? Shit, that's a difficult shot to make from that angle. I mean, it's not impossible. I mean, obviously we can make it from over there, but the deal is it's not a high percentage shot by any means. How much time we got? 42. We got enough for 2 or 3 more. I better open that up just in case. Just in case I do get that one person out there who wants to replay. Just in case. Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to play a different tour. I can play it. Okay, here's the deal. I don't know if I can get over without having to do any overpower. 1.3 times 9.1 divided by 1.3. There's 9.1 rings. What was I thinking? 5, 9, 1. I'm in overpower. See if I can just get over to the other side. I'm going to end up in the sand no matter what, but let's see if I can just get over. The deal with one of the reasons why I never went up in this count, the only reason I've gone up in this count is because Playdemic, I'm not playing by Playdemic's rules. Fuck them. They don't care about us. You could tell they don't care about us with the signs and all the other shit that they've done to the game. They don't care anymore, so why should we? And don't spend any money on their game. But when you go up, so like I played this account 77 and up to Tour 7, occasionally I would accidentally go in and play a Tour 8, but I pretty much, I just played Tour 7. And when you played up to Tour 7, you can go down to Tour 2 and you can get live opponents. It's not a big deal. But when you go up the scale, now you got an issue. So now I can't go down to Tour 2. So anything 2 times 12.9 divided by 2, 774. 5, 6, 7, 74. So I can go down to like Tour 7 and I can still get live opponents. Wow. I'm still trying to figure out. I am struggling on that second shot. And I'm lucky I didn't end up in the drink right there. Whereas before I could practice tournaments and I could go down to Tour 2 and I could practice and I could play. Now you don't get, it's hard to get live opponents down there, so you're getting nothing but replays. It's not a big deal, but it's funner when you get live opponents. But if you go, as you go up the scale, that's one of the things about like people that first start playing and you rush to go up the scale. You rush to go up the scale. Well, you're going to get to the point where you can't, you know, like you lose your bankroll or you do some stuff, you're going to have a hard time if you have to drop back down because you rushed up to the top. If you're an experienced player and you're just playing a second account, you know, it's not that big of an issue, but isn't it perfect? In the hole. That's why the ambulance went by. I was like, whoa, that's gonna go in. That's why if you're brand new playing the game, you do not want to rush up. You want to take your time going down. You want to work on your clubs and get your clubs developed lower, and just take your time going up. There's no reason to rush. There's no benefit to going up. Yes, you will get bigger chests with bigger clubs, and you work on your clubs faster if you go up. But you know, if you're just playing to have fun, you can have a lot of fun playing lower stuff. The main thing is to know the numbers on your clubs. Mr. E goes first. Last time I played this, my opponent totally shanked it, and then I went out here and tried to get cute and ended up totally shanking it. And I had him beat. All I had to do was just like hit it over there and I had him beat, but I was doing the rough bump. I like the rough bump here, but I don't know what the wind adjustment is for pro. In Ricky, we would do like a 10% on our wind adjustment if we were doing that rough bump, but in pro, it might be higher. And that'll be really close, real close. $13.5 divided by 1.4, min max, kind of in min. So instead of 1.4, I'm going to do 1.8, 9 rings. And I definitely do not have enough room to do 9 rings. So I'm going to have to short shoot it. And that'll have way too much speed by the time it gets down to the bottom, so it's gonna roll. Yeah, that might win. They were in the rough, right, or in the fringe. Maybe. I didn't see what their stuff was, but it seems like that's a win. 442. Yeah, I got time for at least one more. At least. Let's see if they'll rematch. No dice. I got time for one more. I got one more slot. One more slot to fill. Yeah, I may have time for 2 more. We'll play these one at a time. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Marcel, 30-27. Nordic Fjords, 2, dos. I go first. 8.37 rings. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 7. I'm going to put one of those rings back in it. Lean. Perfect. Now it's all about, I think, whether or not I put too much topspin on it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Damn it. Damn it. I knew I needed a little bit more distance. Otherwise I have to do overpower on it, and I really don't like to do those shots with overpower. I've been taking the shot out here, but almost every single time I get on this hole, I've got some kind of a headwind. Where the only way that you could get into this spot up here is to put some overpower on it, and I'm not interested. We'll see what I can do from there. It looks like I might be able to put myself in a pretty good spot, but never know. I haven't hit over to there in so long. It's literally every single time I get on this hole, I'm hitting to the right. And I'm hitting into a headwind, so I just haven't been hitting over here. Yeah, we had the winds change direction 270 degrees. It was this way now. Depends on which side of the circle you're going on. That cracks me up. Cracks me up. We're playing in storm conditions, evidently. Evidently, we are playing in stormy conditions. We're playing in a freaking tornado. That is one of the things right there that Playdemic, you know that they can change it because they do it in tournaments. That they just really hate us. They hate us. There's no reason in the world why they can't have winds where, like, hey, we got on a hole and we're going to have a 10-mile-an-hour headwind on every shot we do. We're going to have, the wind's going to go from that direction, north to southeast. I mean, think about what is the purpose of it? Like, why, what would be the benefit to Playdemic of continuing that deal? .16 rings. What would be the benefit? I see the benefit when they're, and I was at Max Club, I did a max adjustment, I hit it perfect, and I should have, on an uphill shot, added some on. That's another variable that they do. Like, what are the benefit is that? Well, I'll tell you what the benefit is that if 75% of the time they have a headwind on the drive shot, and people come out on a hole like this and they've got a quasar like I do, you might go, you know what, I need a Titan, so I'm going to bring out a Titan, or I'm going to bring out a 4-power ball or a 5-power ball, and then on the next shot you've got a tailwind. So, like, you never know what the deal is. Like, it may be beneficial. It may be more beneficial to bring in, you know, to pull out that bigger ball. So we want to try and encourage people in one-on-one play to play with bigger balls, because if we had a stable wind, then they could look ahead and go, you know what, a bigger ball would help me all the way through this hole. Or, hey, a bigger ball is not going to help me, so I can just go ahead and bring out a Marlin. So that uncertainty of what's going to happen is a big deal for them. And so they want to try and promote you to use bigger balls. I got time for one more. They want to promote you to use bigger balls, so they're going to have that variable wind. That's the benefits of them. as Machiavellian as that sounds, you know, like from a player's perspective, like you want, the game has totally been delegitimized by Playdemic themselves so that they can manipulate the deal. And what gets me about the whole deal is that there are 1,000 ways that they can monetize this game that we would all be on board with. That every one of us would just, you know, like we okay with that. But they don't do any of those. They come up with these little gimmicks. The signs. I'm still amazed that I don't know what deal they signed with Facebook when they first started, but I've played several other games where like you're in a clan and I should be able to friend play people that are in my clan, which is why they're in my clan. Or when my clan buys a package, like I play another game that has a monthly deal, just like the Golf Pass. For every single person in the clan who buys the monthly deal, every other person in the clan gets a gift. Like, hey, you get 25 gems, or you get a free katana, or you get something, because, you know, that's the whole purpose of being in a clan. And Playdemic does nothing with any of that shit. They have all these things and they do nothing with them, and then they come up with bullshit like the sign deal. Because it's so much better. It is. And those signs revolutionized the game. Made me want to play more. Not. Nine and a third. Hitting it perfect. Didn't pull it enough, and I did a 30. They could open up a ball shop once a month that has every ball in the game. They could put a price tag on them. I know they came out with something, I never saw it. In any of my accounts, I never saw it, but I had several of my friends that said that they saw where you could purchase club cards. You could purchase enough club cards to upgrade, you know, some, I don't know, because I never saw it. And they had a big announcement about it, that it was going to be the next best thing since sliced bread, and then they only did it for half a second, and then they quit. Having a club shop, a real club shop. Because I can tell you right now, if you are a real golfer and the club in your shop only had the shit that our shop has in it, you wouldn't go to that shop. You'd go to another one. You'd go to one that had a bunch of stuff in it. That once a month you could go in and you could buy club cards. And it could be as cheesy as where you pay 100 gems for one epic and then you got to pay 120 for the second. You know, I mean, it could be that cheesy, but they would force people to spend gems, which means that they have to, you know, gems are the hard currency. They'd have to go spend some money in order to replenish those gems. They could come out with some add-ons for grips and gloves. It's 12.8 divided by 0.9. 20 rings. 20. I tell you. 20 rings. And there's 10. There's 20. It's actually 19.91. Oh! Well, if they can beat that, they got to get a hole in one. Well, I suppose they don't have to get a hole in one, but. And that was a 40% on that. If they hit that right, I think that's going to go a little long. And they didn't have as big a wind as me, so. It really does take like the 3.5 backspin. And they only had 3 on there. There we go. There we have it. I think I ended up exactly where I started. I think I had 118 million, and I still have 118 million. I think my trophy count's probably a little higher because I got some bonus thing on there, but that's it. Did I finish with the same? Yeah, I finished with the same. So I won however many I won and lost the same, but I did get some chests. All right, there you have it. There you have it. Yeah, I mean, think about this store. Like, this is it. Like, all of the clubs that are in the game and all the balls that are in the game. And the game's been out for long enough that this is all the balls that we can buy. You don't have a Berserker in here. You don't have a 444 in here. I mean, this game has been out for a long time and you haven't expanded this store. You haven't done nothing here. You've come up with some bullshit stuff with signs and all this other crap, but you haven't, like, ways that you can make money every day. Why isn't there a special every single day? Even if it's a $1.99 special. Today's special is a $1.99 and you get 500 gems and 9 titans or 9 katanas, or you get some deal every single day. Having, especially if you get a 5-pack. A 5-pack of balls is really important because if you're playing in a tournament and you have 5, you're going to play that whole 5 times and you have 5 of those balls. It's nice if you get a 9-pack because then you can practice 4 times and then you've got your 5 for the round. But every single day, they don't do none of that stuff. They come up with all these gimmicks and give people pats on the backs and gold stars and do all the stuff. And the deal is that there's a ton of ways that they could monetize this game that would make us happy and make them more money. But they don't do any of those. They come up with stuff that pisses us off, which in the long term makes them less money and really ruins the game. I mean, this game is not near. I still love Golf Clash. Obviously, I'm playing it, but I don't love it like I used to. I'm not interested in spending the time like I used to, but I still do like the game, and I like to help people that, you know, maybe don't have as much experience playing the game as me, learn how to play and watch me be an idiot, and then they can go, okay, I'm not so bad when I'm out there being an idiot. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. If you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe, hit the like button, ring the bell, all that good stuff. Leave me a comment. That always helps. I read all the comments. I try and remember to mark them all, but I do read all the comments. Thanks for watching.